There's an infinite number of universes out there. In many of them, there is a podcast by us. In one of them, it's good. Please enjoy.
Hello and welcome to the BY2 podcast with Eamon and Zeb. I'm Eamon.
And I'm Zeb.
And I think, you know what? I'm feeling pretty confident that you can take the reins on this one, Zeb.
Oh, that's good, because so am I. It's my favourite day of the year, you know? Everyone, we all have a favourite day. I have a lot. We visit a lot of days, so if anything, I think you and I are probably like, we're the closest thing you would know to an expert on days.
At this point,
most people only know 7 plus the seasonal ones. Like, they know Monday through Sunday, Christmas, and then, you know, an assortment of whatever cultural days you then partake in.
Birthdays.
But, you know, we've seen Peanut Day. We've seen Sandwich Day. We are truly cultured in the culture of days. And this one's one of my favourites. It's the 27th of September. Also, the 270th day of the year, which, I mean, is that not already good symmetry? 271st if it's a leap year in the Gregorian calendar. There are 95 days remaining in the year, people.
Stop this countdown thing you keep doing. Stop doing like, there's 105 days left, 95 days left. It's terrifying.
Treasure your days. They're numbered. Anyway, as I was saying, it's the same day that in 1066 William the Conqueror and his army set sail for the mouth of the River Somme, beginning the Norman conquest of England.
What is this?
I mean, if we all,
you've never done facts like this.
If we all,
is this your version of the show?
Is that not one of the most important things in our history? I mean, it's also the Battle of Plough.
What is going on?
But I mean, more importantly than all of these things, the most monumental thing to occur on this day is, of course, that it's Crushing Cans Day.
You even got the title of it wrong. It's Crush a Can Day.
It's Crushing a Can Day. No, it's Crush a Can Day. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Crushing
the cans. It's the Crushing the Cans Day, and it's a good day. Hashtag Crush Can Day. Use that on your tweets today. You know you want to, so don't hold back. If you got a can, you just got to get it and go smoosh that can on down. It's an opportunity for you to crush, squeeze, and bend something into a satisfyingly small shape. How many things can you do that with besides cardboard boxes and, you know, cheesels? Cans? They seem sturdier. They seem like something you shouldn't be crushing, but you can. You are a strong human, and you can do it.
We say, yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Take that can, and you can do that. I didn't get your joke at first.
I'm pretty sure that was Obama's original slogan was, yes, we can crush. And people didn't really understand what he was saying. And he was talking about crushing cans. But people really took to it as a really good motivational sort of thing for improving our society. They're like, yes, we can crush.
I want an edited video of him giving that speech. And, like, someone just has some arms, they pan up in the frame and then crush a can. Or he's just crushing cans throughout his whole inauguration speech. Just, like, doing it the whole time, being like, yes, we can.
Yes, we can crush.
Well, whenever the word can is said, arms Photoshop into existence and, like, crush a can. So it's like Obama's inauguration speech, except every time he cans. Crush a can.
I remember he was like, yes, we can. And he was holding up a can and he crushed it with his bare fist. It was amazing.
Just one hand, not even both. Just like,
yeah.
Well, he did it. He can do that.
So it's Crush a Can Day.
It's a good day.
On Crush a Can Day.
Not when the drink's in it.
Well, maybe.
Or can you? Has anyone done that? What happens? I guess it would just spurt drink everywhere.
That's a fun prank I like to do, is when I see someone drinking out of a can, is I walk over and I just sort of crush it down into a small cube. and all the drink is everywhere, but they get the joke.
I suppose if you just do it from the top, so it's sitting there on the bench, nearly full, and you sort of grab it from the top, but in a way that between your fingers is the hole where the drinker, where you drink from, and you sort of crush it, and the drink goes floop up in the air, making like a little fountain effect to go with it.
Or just like a good prank is to just like, if you see someone drinking like out of a perfectly unruined can, you just walk over and squeeze it a little so the edges are bent. And that would bother me. I'd be like, oh man, this is perfectly cylindrical a second ago. Now I can feel this bump in it.
This shape is so inefficient. This is ridiculously inefficient. Did you know like the can is like, that's not something that just happened. Like that's science.
It didn't happen in nature.
No. Yeah, it evolved.
These cans form 500 feet below the earth and we mine them out.
No, like a lot of engineering went into designing the shape of cans. Because, like, why aren't they cubes? Or why aren't they, like, rectangles? Wouldn't that be easier to pack for, like, companies, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Like, why are they round? Doesn't that seem dumb?
Well, they've got...
Doesn't that seem...
They figured out that sharp edges hurt teenagers.
Well, they don't have to be sharp edges. They could be kind of softened.
Unless you squeeze it and make a sharp edge.
Maybe they were sharp and, like, they were kind of hard to squeeze like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing like all the research was based into creating the perfect crushable can.
Probably.
Because like a square can, that'd be harder to crush. It's got those hard supportive edges, but a cylindrical can, apply some pressure from the sides, pressure from the top, you got a good crushable thing.
Yeah, like you notice how like buildings aren't the shape of like cans. They're all shaped much more squarey, so they can't be crushed. If giants do attack, we're ready. But in an alternate society where we went, what if we make it completely smooth all the way around? This is what science fiction says we should do, and it looks way sleeker. And that's when the giants attack.
Yeah, they see the can shape, and it reminds them of things that they can crush.
They're like, this is time to recycle this planet.
Now, tell me about that engineering stuff, though.
Like, pause.
All
I
right.
have to find the article again. 1 second. Like, I read this the other day in, like, depth. And I was like, what? Well, not the other day, but relatively recently to this, surprisingly.
I've seen the way machines do it. It's fascinating.
How do they do it?
I'm not telling you.
Oh. What if you cut in with say how they do it while I do this quick thing?
Well, I can't remember what you said before you left.
Or
did you just say pause immediately after I asked for any information?
I said pause immediately after I asked for any information. So, okay, 1 sec. Oh, it's interesting you should ask that. Meanwhile, what's the how the shape is? Recently, you visited how that happens.
That's not what I meant when I told you that I saw how they were made.
How were they made?
Pause.
I found this good picture of like the different can designs. One's like a perfect sphere, it looks like a Christmas bauble, and one's a perfect square.
No, you just... I can't.
I've got an answer.
I can't describe. You just tell me as if I just said, tell me about that engineering, though.
1 sec. I'll do the answer to the thing, and then I'll do that. Then I'll ask you that. It's not that complicated, but yeah. It's like, oh yeah, but there's not a whole lot to it. Like, it's just basically soda cans, if they were too spherical, it leaves too much space with the packing. So when they're spherical... Cylindrical. But like, what they could have been spherical. That was the question of the thing I read. I mean, the problem with them being... 1 sec, I need to redo all that. That was a jumbled mess. All right, 1 second. Let's work it backwards. Okay. But yeah, it's just good design, like, basically. Like... There's a couple of designs you could have had. Like, they could just be spheres, but they'd roll off the table. That'd be bad. They're very easy to crush, but just problematic in that sense. But if they were, like, more cubular, the cans would need to be stronger because there'd be tension at the edges. And they'd be kind of awkward to drink from. They don't, like, your hand wouldn't, like, perfectly fit around it. Like, name one square thing that you eat. I can't.
You're breaking up.
Okay, just answer my question. Name one square thing that you eat.
A big block of cheese.
Yeah, but do you eat that by holding it in your hand conveniently? Or do you just sort of like...
I do when I slice it up into smaller squares.
I guess small cubes would be okay, but not to drink from.
You could carve out like a good can shape out of a block of cheese. like even a square one, like carve out a funnel for some liquids to pour through.
Maybe that's what the cheese industry is lacking. Maybe that's why the kids aren't eating cheese these days. It's just not as efficient to both fit in their hands or crush. I want to crush this cheese can.
God, I want to crush some cheese right now.
But yeah, you were saying that you like saw something of how they make the cans?
Oh yeah, and then I told you I don't have any information on that.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. Either way, a can...
Well, what happens is the machine made of metal presses down into some metal. Essentially, the fascinating thing is that a can is a single piece of metal. That's what's fascinating. It starts out as like a puck, and then a bunch of different mechanisms press into it, stretch it out into the can shape.
So you're saying they start off crushed, they uncrush them, they fill them with a liquid, we drink the liquid, and then we re-crush them, send them back, and then I assume they re-inflate them back into cans. With a little tiny, like a foot pump, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much it.
Inflate the can. They're like balloons that are sturdy. Wow.
But yeah, no, I found that fascinating. Is that, like, drink cans. I think other cans are slightly different, but drink cans, the main standard sort of can, it's pressed out of a piece of metal through a bunch of different sort of things.
Fascinating. I'm just checking how close we are to the ad zone. How long have we been recording? That's it. Let's go on. Yeah. I mean, it's cool how they could make like a metal thing like that. Especially like in ancient history, it would have just relatively recent history. It would have been just a bag that you bought. I mean, literally they came door to door with milk and gave it like, have you got your milk jug to refill? Because you couldn't crush that.
Yeah, you could try. Good luck crushing that.
I mean, I guess even Coke bottles were glass for a while.
I mean, I guess glass, the equivalent to crushing it is just dropping it or bumping it on literally anything and it's destroyed.
Yeah, but you can't reinflate that one, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not.
If anything, they're probably easier to crush, but like it's not crushing.
If we're talking about beverage like containers and things that like serve delicious, tasty snacks in, I know that some places, I'm not sure which countries, but corner stores and things like that will like give out slushies or drinks in like a bag with a straw, which is wild to me. It's just the different way that they've decided to do it is it's served in a bag with a straw. Kind of like Canada with their milk.
Ugh. Wait, that's real?
Yeah, Canada. I think Canada has wide usage or something of getting milk in a bag instead of a bottle.
Here I'm going, ugh, drinking things out of bags. Meanwhile, here in Australia, like the alcohol of our youth comes in a bag. Goon.
Oh yeah.
We have a game in Australia. So Goon is it's wine. It's a wine that comes in a bag for $10. And you know, you can call it the fancy name, but it's Goon. It's not the highbrow alcohol. But there's a game called Goon of Fortune where you get a heap of Goon bags and then hang them off a clothesline. And like spin it around, and whoever it lands on like drinks the Goon. But there's a few of them, and then everyone drinks the Goon. It's not a game I have played as an adult, but back at uni, stuff like that. Good times.
Yeah, had to drink the stink wine, the bad bagged grape juice.
Yeah, grape juice. That's a good way to describe it.
These bad grapes.
It's just. I mean, to me, it all tastes bad. It's just that it was in a bag, and you could use it as a pillow after.
Oh, I had a nice wine that I had the other day, though, and it was limited edition from Aldi, and I can't get it anymore. I got one, and then I finished that, and I was like, that was good. That was actually surprisingly nice for like $8. And then like the next week, I was like, oh, I'll go get another one. And I went and got another one, and then after that, I noticed on the bottle it said limited edition, so I was like, oh, I better go back and get a couple just for the future and to show my friend. And then like I went and they changed it to a different one with a green label full of stink wine that I don't want. My good one was gone forever. And I even asked our friend Alex, who owns Aldi, if he could like hook me up, where can I get a bottle of this good grape stuff? And he said no. And once it's gone, we don't know where it goes. It's just gone.
There's wily Germans. That's how they do it. Like it seems like that's how Aldi works. Like I think of it, because I don't really go there much, but I think of it as like Woolworths or like any other supermarket chain. But like it's a grocery chain that sometimes sells TVs and like random things.
Yeah.
But like never the same thing twice. It's basically like whatever shows up at random that people, I guess, passing by happen to sell.
Yeah.
Like just passing backpackers, what they have in their backpack.
But
That's
I mean,
what sustains Aldi.
They have a good like alcoholic beverage selection. It's just this one happened to be like a special limited edition one they put in there, and I didn't believe the bottle that it said limited release on it, that it actually wasn't going to be there anymore.
Yeah.
I took it for granted, and now it's gone forever.
I love how blatant they are as rip-offs of other drinks, though.
Oh, I love rip-offs of everything.
Like instead of Schweppes, it's Schleps or something like
Schweppo.
that. This is Flepsy. Would you like some delicious Oka Cola?
Yeah, I love slightly different names of things. It's amazing.
Same labeling, just generally the same marketing. It's just slightly bad. Looks like they kind of made it in paint or ripped it off in paint.
Yeah. Do you want to know how to celebrate this day, though? I guess you already know.
Oh, man. You basically, have you ever heard of a wizard staff?
A wizard
Not like a real wizard,
staff.
not like a wizard staff, but like when you drink a heap of beverages in cans and then tape them up into a giant stick.
Oh, no, I haven't, but that's amazing.
Yeah, that's you build a wizard staff, and then by the end of the night, like when you're drinking, having some beverages, you have a mighty wizard staff. And I guess what you do is you get up on top of a building or a large flight of stairs and try and jump directly onto the standing wizard staff and crush all of the cans on the way down perfectly.
Okay.
That's how you actually like reach enlightenment in the can sense.
Yeah, or you just get impaled on all the cans you were drinking that night.
Whoops. Oh.
Dang.
Dang it. How would you do it?
I don't know. Crush some cans. I guess if you want to like do a more exciting version, I guess crush them up into like a powder, sprinkle them on things. That would be exciting.
Blow them at people. What's that?
Just metal dust in your eyes. Haha, you blinked.
That genuinely hurts. What? It's metal. I mean, if you ground it down fine enough, at least it'd be kind of like sand. Which would still suck in your eyes, of course. But if it's not that coarse sand.
What I find interesting about this day is it doesn't specify that it should be a drinking can.
Wow.
So we can look at
It could be an eating can?
It could be could be one of them fine eating cans. And if we look at this information I've got up,
It's beans. It is real.
you might actually be interested to know the sizing of eaten cans and how that works.
I am interested.
So,
consider
most
me
food
paint
cans,
me interested.
I think.
Actually, maybe before we go to that, we should hear a quick word from our sponsor, though.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's go.
Quick, hop in the can.
Oh man, my cans are too perfect.
I'm crushing. And then, well, like the juice guy, but it's a giant boot instead. And he's like, I'm crushy. I'm here to crush your cans. Give me all your cans. I'm gonna crush them. Pay me money. I'll do that. I guess.
No, you give me your ad zone.
What were we just talking about? What have we covered? What are
cans.
the basics? What else did we talk about besides the cans? Like, what were the sub-can topics?
Can do.
Are you... One second. Okay. Are you a fan of exotic birds? Do you sometimes worry that your regular birds that you have as your pets are not exotic enough? Here you are with your pigeon, and your seagull, but why not instead get a toucan?
Did you know that canned exotic bird is just as good as fresh?
Get a canned toucan today. You can get it.
All the flavor of a fresh toucan in convenient canned form.
Can you...
Toucan play at that game.
Can you truly bear not to get one of our toucans in a can?
I
Get
can.
two now.
That's perfect. Let's just leave that. It's fine.
Do that. All right.
All right, we're back.
All right.
No, you say it.
All right, we're back. Tell us more about the can process you were talking about.
Well, what I do is I take a can and I crush it down into a small flat shape.
The food cans.
Oh, the food cans. No, I don't do that with them because my foot would get sliced into a cylindrical, inset.
Yeah, that'd... Like you go, time to crush this can, but instead you go...
Your foot goes all the way to the ground, but the can does not change at all.
Just remains sturdy, unchanged.
This is now a can of me.
Oh. Yeah, you just fill the can with your foot. That's when you do. Oh.
That will require a tetanus shot. So can sizes, food cans, eaten cans. Did you know that the most common one is called a number 2 can?
I didn't. Is it really colourful?
No, it's just like the regular cans that you get.
And from the exotic country of wherever toucans are from?
No, it's just like the regular cans that you get. It's like
okay.
But it means that if someone is going to pick you up a can of something, you can say, "Hey, get me a number 2 can of this."
Is that a Jamaican accent?
No, that was it's kind of like New York-y, sort of Boston, maybe New York, I think.
Oh yeah, like a. I was going to say a mobster, but I guess it's not necessarily a mobster.
Yeah,
it's someone from Boston.
From the city of mobsters.
Yeah. Hey, get me a toucan.
Yeah, toucan. Oh my god.
I too would like a toucan. So that's the sizing conventions. Are there 3 cans?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different types. There's number 2, there's number 2 vacuum, there's jumbo, there's number 2.5, there's number 10, which is for those big fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables in a can?
Yeah, number 2 typically takes juices, soups, and vegetables.
Oh, right, I get it. This isn't drinks. I was just imagining a whole pineapple just sitting in the bottom of a bucket-sized can.
Yeah, so the reason I say number 2 can is because the other cans on this Wikipedia page are based essentially on their equivalent size to the number 2 can for some reason.
Okay.
So,
it's just the standard?
So, I'm guessing you're following. You can see the logical structure of this. A number 300 can is 0.7 of a number 2 can.
Oh, maybe it's the amount of milliliters in it. Although that'd be 375 for
a
can.
And also it's American, so it bases everything on fluid ounces. A number 10 can is 5 number 2 cans.
They don't use milliliters? They use, what's that, OZ?
Yeah, Oz.
Why don't we use that? That makes more sense for us.
It does.
Why are we the weird one on that front?
Well, I think everything for us is just 1 Oz.
Yeah.
One unit,
one Oz.
1 unit of Australian food.
Yeah.
So essentially, yeah, all these can names are complete garbage. They've named it in a really bad way. It's you start with your perfect pure number 2 can. I guess this is the second revision of the original can. This isn't nearly large enough. So let's make a new version of this one. Let's call it number 2. And then we're now let's just call everything else whatever we want. I got number 5.
Like an iPhone.
So number 5 can is 3 times as big, roughly, as number 2 can. Number 10 can is 5 times roughly as big as number 2.
This is the iCan Plus. It's about 6.5 times as big as a 2 can.
Do you want to know... Can you guess what number 303 can is compared to
Isn't
number
that
2?
an error on the internet? No, that's 404.
That's 404.
I don't know. Is it big? Is it really big? Is that a pool?
No, it's 0.8.
So it's not quite a 2 can.
No.
I once bought a giant can of beer thinking it would be a great idea to just get one giant beer. It was a Korean beer. It was Asahi, and it was like, how do I describe the size of it in Auses? What's an Oz? In milliliters, it was 2 liters.
Oh my god. Jesus. Was it very long or was it large?
Maybe it was 1 liter. Maybe it was 1 liter. It was large. It was just generally large. It had a handle. But it sounds like a great idea, maybe, because it's like, well, it's efficient. I don't have to open 20 cans then. It's great. But it gets warm very quickly. And then you just got this giant supply of warm beer to drink. And it was kind of awful anyway. Like, it was extra bitter. Korean beer I found to be a bit more bitter, or at least this one, Asahi. And I'm not a beer drinker to begin with. And I was just like, all right, I guess this is my drink. And I just sipped it till we had to go. And then I slammed it all, and it was awful.
Wait, you bought it at a place? You didn't buy this of your own, like, at home?
I didn't buy it at home.
No, like, you didn't buy it from a store and bring it home. You bought it at a venue.
No, I bought it as pre-drinks.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I bought it at a bottle shop and then drank it while playing pool like a gentleman with my jug of beer the size of milk. Just like
God.
Drinking my beer. I mean, it had a cap on it, so I could at least close it, but it was warm very quick. It was gross.
No.
I think I crushed it at the end, though, because it was a somewhat weak version of aluminium, so I was able to crush it. I stood on it. I was like, man. But I think, actually, it was big, so when I stood on it, it crunched around my foot.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, dang it. Clomp, 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 until I could, like, get rid of it. Until I finally pulled it off my boot.
Yeah, so going back to drink cans, in the US, the standard can is 4.83 inches high. They also have 16-ounce cans that they call pounders, or 24-ounce cans, which are double as big as the regular can they refer to as tall boys.
Is that real? Are you saying that?
No, it's real. Which I think they should rename to long boys. That would be much better.
Long
boys.
That's a hard word to say without N.
Yeah. Which I think we have in Australia. I don't think they're as common, though.
Long boys.
In Australia, the standard size is 375ml, and then energy drinks are just like whatever the fuck you want, anywhere between like 250 and 500ml.
Yeah, just like a small bucket of Monster. This can has 675 joules in it.
You better let them out.
Oh no, joules like the person. Help!
A chorus of helps. Come.
They're so delicious, though.
You got anything else about cans, though?
I've got a can right here. I can crush it live on the podcast.
That's the kind of can-do attitude I like.
I'm gonna do it. I'll just pour the rest out onto the carpet. All right, ready? I'm gonna do it with my bare hands. I did it.
He did it. He like just completely crushed in. No, it's still perfectly. You did it the coward's way.
I did it.
You did it. You did it the coward.
I always step on them. I can't do it with my hands. I don't know if there's a technique to it that I don't know, or whether I just have just not the arms for
soft, weak, flimsy hands.
Yeah.
No, so you did it the coward's way, where you bend the can first and crush in the structural integrity of the sides instead of just slapping that thing together and breaking it.
It kind of ruins the point.
Yeah,
like the whole point of flattening it perfectly is to save maximum space, but this actually takes up more space, if anything.
Yeah, now when you put that in your pocket...
Well, where am I going to pack this? It's not going to fit in my pocket. It's not going to fit anywhere.
It's just ruined.
And if anything, it's really spiky now. Oh, well.
You can get the last little few drops of the drink now, though, at least. Through the corners.
like a funnel type.
Yeah. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah. Now, are you going to crush one?
No, I don't do that anymore. I'm out of the game.
I was too efficient.
I was too good.
I was too good at it. You need some cans crushed.
I went by a different name back then.
Can crushing Joe.
Can crushing Joe is what they would call me. I would run these streets crushing cans. You need a can crushed, you come to me. Then what happened is people started getting too pushy. They wanted me to crush other things. Eventually, I was crushing people day in, day out, just walking around.
I could pick him up by the head and feet, just squash him into a pancake. It's just like.
After a while, word spread, and you knew that if you needed someone crushed, an enemy, you came to Can Crushing Joe. But I'm out of that game now. Nothing's going to make me come back.
Yeah.
You know, my family was crushed.
By Can Crushing Phil.
In a horror, though, it was leading up to the 2013 Olympic Can Crushing Games. And me and Can Crushing Phil, we go way back. It was a horrible accident where my family got in the way of him crushing the cans.
He was already on a crushing roll.
And he was in a can crushing rage.
Like crushing regular cans.
Yeah.
And then he just picked them up and just crushed all of them before he could even stop them. All three.
Yeah. Yeah, flat.
No. No.
Yeah, so I'm out of the game. I think that's enough for the episode.
Is it like John Wick out of the game, though? Eventually going to go on a can crushing spree and just crush heaps of cans? Just because someone crushed one too many people?
I don't know. I'll bring this character back if we ever do another can-related episode.
All right.
Can
I
crushing
think that more or less covers it.
Yeah. So thanks for listening.
Merry 27th of December. Enjoy the 96 days. 96? 96.
It's Halloween!
It's
Get
coming.
spooky! It's here!
Yeah. Ooh. Oh no, it's the can crushing demon.
What can are you going to Halloween for?
What?
I'm thinking of Pepsi. That's pretty scary.
Like you're going to dress up as a Pepsi?
Yeah, it's Halloween. You dress up as a can.
Because that's dangerous. Like, what if Can Crushing Phil mistakes you for a regular can? Hopefully it's not he's not in the same town as you, right? Obviously, he's long gone. He had to skip the country.
Yeah, his career was over after he crushed my entire family.
Or what if you see someone else dressed as a can and you're just like, oh no, and you lose control of yourself?
What if someone is dressed as a really thirsty boy and they just come and try to drink you?
They just drink you. Gloop. It's more scary for you as the can then.
Yeah, I would probably go as Vanilla Coke. What can are you going as? What's your favorite?
My favorite or my scariest?
Favorite.
If it was scariest, it'd be Pepsi. There's nothing scarier than a... Pardon?
LA Ice?
Yeah. Can you get cans of LA Ice?
I bet you could.
Probably. But they'd be bad cans, I imagine. They're made of plastic or wood. Just chips. Just something like paper cans from McDonald's kind of cans, and they just gradually sort of erode in the fridge. Dang it.
Yeah, I think that does it for us. So we'll see you next time. Tweet us what can you're going to Halloween for as. For as. Bye.
Next time we'll see you, it'll be a spooky.
Next time you see me, I'll be a big Pepsi.
See ya.
Thank you.